Hey, young adventurers. Today, we're going on a super exciting journey with a boy named Leo, who finds a magic compass that leads him to amazing places. This is a story full of adventure, discovery, and important lessons about curiosity and helping others. Are you ready to explore? Let's begin the adventure of Leo and the magic compass. Leo was an ordinary boy who loved exploring. He would spend hours in the forest near his house, pretending to be a brave explorer, imagining that the trees were giant mountains and the streams were flowing rivers. One day, while on one of his usual adventures, Leo stumbled upon something unusual. Hidden beneath a pile of leaves was an old, rusty box. His heart skipped a beat as he carefully opened it, revealing a beautiful, shiny compass. But this wasn't just any compass. As soon as Leo held it in his hands, the compass needle spun wildly, pointing not just north but in different directions, as if it had a mind of its own. Just as Leo was about to put it back, the compass suddenly stopped, its needle pointing straight ahead. Curious, Leo decided to follow the compass and see where it led. As he walked deeper into the forest, the trees around him seemed to change. The leaves turned golden, and the air sparkled with a soft glow. Leo knew something magical was happening, but he wasn't scared. Instead, he was excited. After walking for what seemed like hours, Leo reached a clearing. In the middle of the clearing stood an enormous tree, much bigger than any tree he had ever seen. Its roots twisted like giant ropes, and its branches reached high into the sky. But there was something even more amazing about this tree. It had a door carved into its trunk. Leo approached the door cautiously. On the door was an inscription that read, "Only the curious may enter." Without hesitation, Leo turned the handle and stepped inside. The moment he entered, the world around him changed completely. The inside of the tree was like a magical forest of its own. The walls were covered in glowing vines, and strange, colourful flowers bloomed everywhere. But the most interesting thing was that everything seemed to be alive. The flowers turned toward Leo as he walked by, and the vines swayed gently, as if greeting him. At the centre of this magical forest was an old man with a long silver beard, sitting on a rock. He smiled when he saw Leo, as if he had been expecting him. "Welcome, young adventurer," the old man said kindly. "I see you found the magic compass." Leo nodded, holding up the compass. "What is this place, and how did I get here?" "This is the Forest of Knowledge," the old man explained. "And the magic compass brought you here because you have the heart of an explorer. This compass doesn't just point to places, it leads you to important lessons, to things you need to discover." Leo's eyes widened in amazement. "What kind of lessons?" The old man chuckled softly. "Let's find out. The compass has already chosen your first adventure." As Leo looked down at the compass, the needle began to spin again. This time, it pointed toward a path lined with glowing stones. Without a second thought, Leo followed the path, eager to see where it would take him. After walking for a while, Leo arrived at a small village hidden deep in the forest. The people of the village looked worried, and Leo soon found out why. Their well had dried up, and they had no water for their crops or animals. The villagers were sad and didn't know what to do. Leo felt a tug on his heart. He wanted to help, but he wasn't sure how. Just then, the magic compass glowed brightly and pointed toward the mountains in the distance. Leo realized that the compass was guiding him to the solution. Determined to help the villagers, Leo set off toward the mountains. The journey was tough. He had to climb steep hills and cross rocky rivers, but he didn't give up. The compass guided him the whole way, giving him hope. Finally, Leo reached a hidden spring at the top of the mountain. The water was crystal clear, flowing freely from the rocks. He realized that this was the source of the village's well. With a little effort, Leo managed to unblock the spring, and the water began to flow back toward the village. When Leo returned to the village, the people cheered with joy. Their well was full again, and they had water to drink and grow their crops. They thanked Leo for his bravery and kindness, and for using the magic compass to help them. Leo felt proud, not because of the praise, but because he had helped others. He realized that the magic compass wasn't just about finding treasure or adventure. It was about learning, growing, and making the world a better place. As Leo waved goodbye to the villagers and began his journey back, the compass needle spun one last time, pointing him toward home. When Leo arrived back at the old tree in the clearing, the old man was waiting for him. "You've done well, young adventurer," the old man said with a smile. "Remember, the magic compass is not just a tool for finding places, but for discovering who you are and how you can help others." Leo thanked the old man and promised to always use the compass wisely. As he stepped back into the clearing, the world returned to normal, but Leo knew he would never be the same. He had learned that true adventure wasn't just about exploring new places. It was about learning important lessons and helping others along the way. With the magic compass in his pocket and a heart full of new knowledge, Leo couldn't wait for his next adventure. And who knows? Maybe next time, the magic compass would lead him to another place where he could make a difference. What an amazing adventure Leo had. The magic compass taught him that true adventure is about learning, helping others, and discovering how brave and kind you can be. Remember, you can be a hero too, by being curious, kind, and always ready to lend a helping hand. Until next time, little adventurers, keep exploring.